back to another episode of the Geeks for Geek podcast.
This is your host, Charlie Radio Williams.
And I'm Mayliz.
And this is Sean Luc.
Welcome back to another episode of the Geeks for Geek podcast.
What? Oh, you switched it back. Okay.
Now we on this one right here.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Why are you guys so weird?
Because that's who we are.
Yeah, like we said in a previous episode, we're the dorky couple.
Yeah, we're very
couple. You know,
we're very
the ones,
cheesy.
We're the ones that'll wear the same things during like the holidays.
Yes, and we have done so.
We have worn matching outfits during Christmas. Yes.
We have worn matching outfits to work.
Yes, we have.
I have nothing to say. I can't even tell you if I was jealous because I'm not jealous.
How so?
I'm just not jealous, you know?
It sounds like you are.
I am not jealous. I don't even know why you guys are just throwing around the word jealous. No one here is jealous. This is what you guys do. Always just sit around talking about yourself. Like, why? Oh, we wear outfits together. We kiss together. We have passionate love together. Moi?
Yes.
Moi?
You're jealous.
Moi? Jealous? No, I'm not jealous. But let's deep dive into this. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Geeks for Geek podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Charlie Radio Williams.
I'm Sean Luc.
And I'm Mayliz.
And you know what? For the next episode, right? What we're gonna do is, right? We're gonna do that intro again, but I'm gonna have you go second, and then I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's because I like the concept.
I'm sorry.
Because when we ended the show last time,
yeah,
the fact that we went in like a full piece, minus the fact of him being, a jerk,
I'm not a jerk. I'm just extra.
What's the
fluffy?
What's the difference?
What, between being a jerk and being extra?
Yes.
When you're extra, you still care about people. But you care about yourself.
Jerks care about people.
Can I get my thing out first? First of all, when you're extra, you care about people, but you care about yourself more. When you're a jerk, you care about no one. And I'm no jerk.
I have to put my phone down for that one.
Yeah.
I was ready to pull out a topic.
What topic?
You approached the topic to us a little while back, actually, regarding something about Godzilla.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. I've been waiting for this. All right. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in, we are a shoot the shit show, and we love to shoot the shit. And this topic is a topic that I've been thinking about. Let me calm down. Okay, sorry.
Breathe.
Sorry, a little too hyper.
Breathe.
That's how we pivot from what he was going to talk about originally.
Yes. Wow. Don't make it seem like I'm like that. I'm not just easily. Okay, so I do have ADHD, and
so do I. So
yeah.
I can tell you right now, full disclosure. I don't know if any of you Geektopians have ADHD or not, but we do, right? And literally, when I started the Godzilla topic that he wanted to do, I completely forgot about the topic that we were originally going to talk about. So,
yeah. Wait, is this the Godzilla? Would you rather be in a world of kaijus or a world of zombies?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I was thinking about this because I've, for like the past 5 to 6 weeks, have been listening to like Godzilla scores and watching movies, but really just to work, home, like out and about, I just like to listen to the soundtrack to Godzilla movies. And I was thinking about this, right? People,
unless you're from New York.
People,
when you hear the Godzilla theme, all of a sudden you think of Hot 97.
Do you? Okay.
Dun, dun,
damn, I just lost my New York card and black card. But I've been thinking about that, like, if I had a choice, and I know people do this with anime, like people would be like, if you could be in any anime, what anime would you be in? And I'd be like, none.
Right.
But
2001, it's all shit.
So, but I'm gonna pose that question to you guys.
Okay.
If you were given a second chance at life, and I guess whoever was at the gates was like, hey, we can send you back, right? You died, and I'll put it like, you died by accident. We can send you back, but your world is filled to capacity. So we have 2 worlds for you, right? World number 1 is we can send you back to Earth, but that Earth has kaijus, including Godzilla, Kong, Mothra, etc.
Okay.
Okay.
Or we can send you back to the world of the Walking Dead 1 year before the zombie apocalypse.
Kaiju.
Kaiju?
Hands down. Kaiju.
Why?
Because human beings are much more monstrous creatures than any kaiju would be.
Oh, I thought you were gonna keep explaining
I'm letting you go first.
kaijus. I mean, I don't want to deal with zombies. Like, honestly, I don't want to, like, because I feel like with zombies, okay, with kaijus, they're not going to bite you and then it spreads anything, any disease, at least not that I'm aware of. And it's not going to be like you have a dog that's going to turn into a kaiju because it got bit or something. You know, unlike, I mean, unless you're adding stipulations to this.
No added stipulations. You get what you get. Either zombies, you have 1 year, and like you. So here's the only stipulation with going to the world of the zombies.
Yeah.
Only you know that in 1 year there's going to be a zombie outbreak.
You
Okay.
can't stop it though.
No, it's going to happen no matter what.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I feel like, yeah, no, kaijus. Yeah, because with zombies, it's like, I mean, no matter what, people are shit in both worlds. So I feel like that if you go to the land of the Walking Dead, then you're going to deal with people who are just going to kill you for supplies. Whereas here, and here, like there's actually kaijus here.
I mean,
That we know of.
we know of.
That we know. You know, I mean, Mothman is not a kaiju, but you know, in our world we have cryptids.
Wait, you said Mothra is not a kaiju?
No, Mothman.
Oh!
wearing a Mothman shirt.
I'm like, how is Mothra not a kaiju? Like,
I didn't.
No, Mothra
Mothra is a kaiju.
Like the giant butterfly from heaven. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think with living in a world with kaijus, I think we can work together to stop them if we can. We work together.
you have high hopes. You have.
I
high
know
hopes.
I have
So-
high hopes. I guess it's just, you know,
I guess for me,
because the thing is like we're all, you know, we're all, if we don't stop them, we're all gonna like just die.
I don't think you.
And I feel like when it's in the land of the Walking Dead, after a certain point, it's like we're just gonna kill you and just take your shit. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like either way, you're fucked.
Language.
Sorry,
Another episode of language.
I'm a pirate. Sorry.
our mate here.
All right, that was not necessary.
That was necessary.
That
here.
was very not necessary.
I arg. They can't see this, but if you're, those who can, I'm my hook because I'm Captain Hook.
You have a little hook.
You, oh my God, yo.
Wow.
Continue.
Some people like a hook because the curvature, the
Jesus
curve.
Christ.
Anyway,
Sure.
what would you
The G is for
choose?
Geek, not the S is for open.
Okay, I've always said this to friends, and I am an ass. Language. I am an ass. If I was ever in a world of zombies, I am the last person to have on your zombie squad because I just off myself because human beings are shit, and I'm not going to go through this where I have to survive. I have to deal with the politics of human beings while having to deal with zombies who have no politics. I don't want to have to deal with who's the king. Like, at least in the world of kaijus, nothing really changes. The government is still the government. The military is just still super powered, and the most I can do is say, hey, I'm not going to choose to live in either a coastal city, anywhere along the coast, or in any city. Just go inland, live in the forest somewhere, live in the woods,
Live in the suburbs.
like, I mean, even in a world with zombies, living in the woods isn't bad. I think you would be able to live longer in the woods or in the mountains longer. Because you have to think that with the spread of zombies, there's less people around that you have to worry about. Where if you live in a city, there's noises. You have to worry about, how many people were occupied in that city during the first zombie outbreak or whatever zombie outbreak. I don't know. I'm gonna say kaiju. I would live in the world of kaijus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
I was
go ahead.
Sorry. I was gonna say, living in the forest with zombies, like living in the forest and there's zombies like in the city. Yeah, you'll last longer, but after a while, it's like they're gonna make their way up the mountain. And probably not up the mountain. It also depends if somebody else tries to go up the mountain as well, and like they kind of follow whatever noise there is.
I take the ideology of The Last of Us, right? Where even though people lived remotely and whatever, the virus or whatever still got to them.
Yeah, still there.
Right? So no matter what, you're not safe. And I understand that. So to expand more, like, let's think about it like this, because let's also expand on the fact of, in a world of kaijus, right? We're talking about, and if we're going into the Godzilla world, Godzilla has multiple, like, worlds, if you will, where, like, Godzilla and the monsters are all prevalent, and sometimes in the original one, they barely attacked cities like that, right? Or they attacked Japanese cities. Then it expanded. I mean, in a world full of, let's talk about Pacific Rim. In Pacific Rim.
Oh God.
What?
Look. Here's
You notice I cut myself off real quick because he's about to go on a rant.
my beef with I'm
The
going.
Rim of the Pacific.
I'm not even going to try to give it that energy of pronouncing it correctly. I'm not. The world of Pacific Rim bothers me because I like mech. I love mecha. I love Gundam. I love Transformers. I just love mech.
Okay.
I hate's a strong word. I dislike the concept of two people having to control one mech. That is my only gripe with Pacific Rim. And I get it. The whole concept is two people, one mind. It's stupid. It is stupid because you limit yourself with cadets. You may have all these soldiers who are capable of running simulations and being able to fight, but they can't link up because they haven't found their correct partners. It's too lovey-dovey sometimes. It's too bromance sometimes. I just whatever.
The two main people
Whatever.
who were
Of course.
controlling Gypsy Danger and Pacific Rim, the first one. They didn't hook up.
First of all, I'm not going to give you any attention because the only reason you brought up Pacific Rim is because that's your thing. That's what you're into.
No, I brought up Pacific Rim is because that is a kaiju world.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
That is a kaiju world.
I don't know about that.
It was started on the Pacific Rim.
Hashtag.
Then came Uprising. Then came
meh.
Oh, what was the name of the anime? There's an anime that's on Netflix, right? That did not get a second season. Pause.
And you know what's the worst part? I like that anime.
It was a good anime. It brought more attention to the world around the kaiju and the monsters. I understand you're upset about it. But okay, so going back to the original piece behind it, right? Worlds of kaiju they only attack certain points, right? We recently watched Monarch, right? And watching Monarch, right? You've come to terms with the fact that, yeah, you're right. No matter what universe you're in, people are going to be shitty, right? But unlike the Walking Dead universe, where everyone's literally out for themselves and out for control and out for dominance and whatnot, everybody's still living their life in the kaiju world.
Yeah.
Everybody's still, yes, there is a threat that a giant monster will come in and destroy your city. But that threat, if you really think about it, is few and far between, right? Boston in Godzilla, King of the Monsters, yes, Boston is no more. So anybody who lived in the city of Boston, right, was screwed. But the suburbs of Boston were okay.
First of all, I have a question, and this is for you Geektopians. If you are Godzilla fans, can you please correct me if I'm wrong? Is it that Godzilla is, when he launches off his fire, is that radiation that he's releasing, or is that like generally like a dragon shooting off fire?
So it's supposed to be an offshoot of radiation
Yeah.
brought to life. You know how like when air is exposed to fire, it changes the color of the flame?
Yeah.
Right? That's the same thing. So his breath right, emits a sort of, I could be wrong, Geektopians, please correct me if I'm wrong, right, but his breath emits a kind of, or in the original incarnation, his breath emits a compound that when exposed to air, ignites and flames and stuff like that.
Long story short, I would rather live in a world of kaijus.
Agreed.
But May, I have a question for you, May.
Okay.
Because I see your excitement in talking about zombies and kaijus. So, you have a choice, right?
Okay.
All right. So you just faded from this earth.
Okay.
But you get to the doors, and the door is like, hey, we want to send you back. We can send you back. But the only way we will send you back is you have to survive one night in one of these three worlds.
Okay.
All right. World number 1. You have to survive a night in the universe of killer clowns. World number 2. You have to survive a night in the world of Hellraiser. World number 3. You have to survive a night in the world of Chucky.
Now, caveats. I have to ask this question before she answers. Okay. Are these creatures actively going after her for the night?
Or is it just they're just out there?
We're going to treat this like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh God.
So you have to. So in this one night, you're in one place. So whatever the universe setting is for that character is,
okay,
you are within that one place. Now there are weapons, but the weapons are whatever you can use to combat in that place. You just have to, matter of fact, you just have to survive 5 hours. 5 hours. 5 hours. That's it. Not even a whole night. 5 hours. Which world would you choose?
Huh.
For those who don't know, she is a big horrible. Therefore, this special for her.
Hey,
Oh
yes.
my God. Why you gotta say it like that?
Tailor made, yes.
That's a difficult one. Only because I've watched all three. So I'm trying to figure out which one would be best for me to survive in. It's hard because are there people also in this world?
You know what? I'll give you a stipulation, a fighting chance. Yes. There are
red shirts.
There are 15 other people.
Okay.
So in each of these universes, there are 15 other people that you can align yourself with, socialize with, ignore, but there are 15 other people. But they, like you, are also on the chopping block.
Okay. Okay, that's hard because in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, it's an old movie. If you haven't seen it, you haven't seen it. They can mimic voices.
Okay.
So, they can mimic voices. So, I might not do Killer Clowns because I guess they can mimic voices, and they have like this ray gun that can turn you. You can either be concealed in a big balloon and eventually suffocate, or get wrapped up in a cotton candy cocoon, and I think you just automatically die if you get wrapped up in the cotton candy cocoon because they use you as food.
Or get hit with what is that thing? The pies.
Oh yeah, the acidic pies. So
Killer Clowns, that world is written off.
Yeah, that world's written off.
Okay. So you're left with the world of Chucky and the world of Hellraiser.
Now, I guess.
Are all the Cenobites on the table?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess.
Speak your mind. Go through it all.
Yeah.
Because
5 hours. 5 hours. You have these two worlds left, and if you 15 people, and let's make this a little bit more. For every person that is offed,
okay,
unalived, 10 minutes is removed.
Oh, dang.
So every time someone else dies,
10 minutes
off my time gets removed.
10 minutes off your time. 10 minutes off everybody's time because you're all sharing the same time.
So you all have to survive 5 hours.
Yeah.
What is this, Gantz?
Yeah. I'm just making it interesting. You know?
Ladies and gentlemen, he has created the world of Gantz. If you haven't watched that anime, I highly recommend it. It's very adult. But he literally made the world of Gantz, but in monster form.
Look, listen, the time is ticking. This episode is.
I know. I'm trying to,
I've already know what worlds I would choose as the key holder here.
okay. So I have 5 hours to survive.
5 hours.
And every time someone else gets offed, 10 minutes gets taken off.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess because with Hellraiser, they don't attack like for hours. Like if you get away, it'll take a while for them to get you again. They're not like consistent.
Okay.
But in Chucky, he is a doll, but he's very sneaky. He can hide in places, and this is a tough one.
Okay, Sean, I will extend this to you, Sean. While May finalizes her last two, out of those three, which would you go with? Chucky. Why?
Because from all of watching everything regarding Chucky and watching all that stuff,
It's a survival guide, isn't it? It's like a survival guide.
yeah, there's a survival guide to Chucky, and for the simple fact that if it's just one Chucky, he's a lot easier to contain.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Because you can contain him, put him in a box or whatever, like lock it up, right, and survive the rest of the few hours.
Okay.
Right? With the Cenobites, the moment they see evil, that's it.
Yeah.
If they see evil in your heart, that's it. Right? And like you said, with Killer Clowns, anything can freaking kill you in that scenario.
Okay.
Including a giant clown with a boxing glove that can literally pop your head clean off.
You knock my block off.
Well, Geektopians, I know you've been waiting for me to jump in and tell you what world. And because I am afraid of many horror movies and horror cartoons and things like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our episode for today.
That is horrible, Sean. Let me share with the Geektopians before we get off. And we're going to come back, May. We're going to come back.
Yeah.
If I had to choose out of the three, I'm just going to play it smart. And My Little Pony, the world of My Little Pony, I would not do My Little Pony, and that's it.
No.
First of all, I'm the gatekeeper here, so I get to choose which world I would want.
That wasn't an option.
For you guys, it wasn't an option. It was an option.
Geektopians, roast him in the comments. Roast him so that he has no choice but to tell us which one of those.
No. I'll tell. And I'll be very serious about this because out of respect to you guys, thank you for enduring me on this. The world of My Little Pony. I would choose the world of My Little Pony. 5 hours. Maybe hour 1 and 2, I might go a little bit mad, but Starlight Twinkle, me, I have a conversation.
So you know what? In that regard, guess what? We're gonna put the 4 Horsemen Apocalypse My Little Ponies that came from Robot Chicken in there too.
Okay, come on, relax.
I was thinking about. I don't know if you guys seen it on YouTube. It's called. I think it was like a My Little Pony type video, but it was like horror, not horror. It was like very adult, very gory. I think it was called .mov. I think it was My Little Pony .mov or something like that. But
why we have to go to this extent?
We gotta put him in there.
Why?
And after the episode's over, I'm gonna put it on YouTube so you guys can watch.
Why are we going to that extent? I'm just saying that I think I can survive if the option for myself that I gave myself is the world of My Little Pony. Okay, fine. Let me be serious because I thought about this.
Right.
So I would choose Sean's Chucky. It'd be Chucky.
I feel like with Chucky it'll be a lot easier. Like especially if you have 15 other people around you, if you kind of stick together, and if you see him like get a bat or something, hit him, and then get like a big container or something, and just like put him in there, lock him somewhere, or like just
Or
burn him. Like,
Or-
I know they tried to burn him before, but just like,
I feel like the problem with Chucky is that he just has these resurrection abilities or these cloning. I call it cloning, but in actuality, it's just him doing the voodoo to multiply himself into other Chuckies.
so can I put a stipulation on the Chucky one? And this
Okay.
will apply to all of us, right?
okay,
If you capture him and lock him up, he can only be contained up to 10 minutes.
So this is Dead by Daylight Chucky. Cool.
Yeah, only for 10 minutes. Only for 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, he will respawn somewhere else.
Okay. But I would still choose Chucky.
yeah,
Chucky,
so it's
right?
Chucky, because
Yeah,
then we'll
at least he's easier to fight.
yeah, he gets
Unless
like
he has a chainsaw. That was in. Oh my god, we have to watch the finale of season 2.
Okay,
Okay.
Focus, people, focus. You sound like Charles.
all
He
right.
hates
So
kicks again. Beginning of the episode, end of the episode.
all right, yeah. So Chucky, it is. I feel like, as Sean said, it's a lot easier to deal with him, especially if you have multiple people with you. You just keep doing the same thing. Just 10 minutes. I mean, I don't try to like set something up and try to catch him again, or kind of cut off his limbs or something. Because for what I remember, his limbs don't grow back.
No.
So
So,
You know.
so here's my last question. Very last, right? And
Okay.
this is for all of us again. New stipulation. All 3 worlds, but in order for you to come back, you get to don't mention them. Think about them in your head. You have to bring 4 people that you know in your personal life, and they have to survive all 5 hours with you.
Yeah, same answer.
The world of Chucky?
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, I don't trust nobody. Ain't
The
bring-
only reason why I say that is because 3 teenagers defeated Chucky in the TV show multiple times.
Who wrote that show?
The creator. The literal creator of Chucky.
Probably Netflix.
Nowhere near Netflix. It's on USA and Sci-Fi.
Probably Netflix.
I know we're doing free promotion for the show.
Probably Netflix. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This was a quick episode. It was a deep episode. It was a
a
deep
good
dive.
episode.
It was good.
It wasn't a targeted episode like normal where people target me and the person I am and my character. And
Always trying to be the victim.
this wasn't an episode about me making the podcast about me. But let's be honest, it's really about Sean.
We got 30 seconds.
Okay, anyway, thank you for tuning in. We're your hosts. I'm Charlie Radio Williams.
I'm Mayliz.
And I'm Sean Luc.
And as always, we are out of here.
Bye.
Stay geek.